Hey there, YouTube. It does that when I record. Alright. Hey there, YouTube. We're doing a tour of Krasnostav today. If you watched any of my videos, you've probably seen me in this town. It's because it's the best town in the game. Got Chris with me here. Or, excuse me, ajoseywales with me here. It actually shows up as... It cracks me up. He's just
forever to change it.
getting his first character up. First stop towards the south of the town is the grocery store. If you come in the south entrance, you'll probably run into that pretty quick. Like, grocery store is a good place to find food and ammo and stuff like that. We're gonna head up this hill here. Where'd you get to, Josie?
I'm right behind you. I just went in the store.
Okay. You already got everything out of there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Head up the road here. There's gonna be a lot of a little baby town, or buildings in the town. Kind of a general rule of thumb. You know, the shittier the house looks, the less anything useful you'll find in them. Like, I mean, it's so ill-frequently you might find something almost useful that I don't even check them anymore. Like, you'll spend like hours looking in shitty buildings when you could just simply spend 15 minutes looking in the right ones. So instead of wasting your time, that's kind of my philosophy. I mean, if you had all the time in the world, you know, maybe, you know, do it. But if you're like me and you only have a couple hours, this building that I'm looking at here is we just kind of call it the office building. That's a really good one. We'll finish up there later. This one right here is the police station. If you are back far enough, you can see there's a little spiral tower, so you can actually go to the top of the roof on that building and kind of scope out the area. We'll run through here because this is one of the best loot buildings in town. There's a front door. I like to use the side door because it's a little bit more subtle. Like, it doesn't when you open. Oh, you got a zombie behind you, Chris. You want to get him?
Working on it. Maybe.
There you go.
Stupid asshole.
I like to use the side door because it's when you have that front door open, it's really obvious. Yeah, if any players are walking through here, they'd be like, "Oh, I wonder if somebody's in that building or been in that building recently." This room in here sometimes has clothes in it. There wasn't anything in there right now. And then basically, there's four rooms in each floor, and this room usually has like a piece of food in it. In this case, it has a rotten tomato, which isn't particularly useful. That room right here doesn't usually have a lot in it. Sometimes you'll find a piece of ammo kind of subtly hiding under a desk or behind the door. It's just another rotten tomato in here. This room in here actually tends to have actual guns. It's like kind of like an armory room. There's a little shelving system here. Sometimes there's stuff on that. Sometimes there's stuff on that shelving system. There isn't. Now, granted that every single door was shut, I would say it's a safe bet nobody's been through here and we just got unlucky. But if you saw doors open here, you would know for a fact that someone has been here since it spawned, or since the server started. A few upstairs, there's fairly similar looking rooms. Oh, there's an M4 up here, Chris. If you want that, you can have it.
Up here?
Yep, if you go that only open.
Oh, I see where you're at.
There's also a Rasputin Kvass in pristine condition. A fancy dark beater, if ever there was one.
Sweet.
I like to think that the dark beers actually fill you up a tiny bit more for both food and for hydration, or at least for food, I should say, just because that's kind of how it works in real life. If you want to, you can kind of juggle that Sporter 22, Chris. Or if you'd rather not, I'll take it from you and I'll juggle it.
Yeah, you can have it if you want it.
I think you might have taken the magazine off of it. Do you have that handy still?
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go, tight like a tiger. Sometimes there's ammo on this table in here. This room sometimes has ammo in it. Miscellaneous shit. It's got green cargo pants if you need that. They hold 6 slots. Do your pants hold 6 slots?
No, they hold 4.
Go ahead and pick those up then. Yeah, it's important to make sure you have pants that aren't in awful condition though, because once they get ruined, it's only one more stop. Yeah, not immediately, but if they're ruined and then you get hit one more time, then your stuff starts to deteriorate as well.
Alright.
There's a bayonet in here. I'm not sure what exactly it fits on. I think it fits on like Russian style rifles, like the Mosin and the SKS.
Alright.
Oh, new backpack for me.
Nice.
Yeah, my favorite one is the one I'm wearing right now, the blue Tulune backpack. I like it because it doesn't come off as very aggressive, but it still holds a fair amount of stuff. To put stuff in your new backpack, you literally have to carry them over one by one, though. Kind of sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah. It does give you a good minute or two to reevaluate, you know, whether or not you actually want that stuff, though. It's like, why the fuck do I have a 0% green bell pepper in here? Or this can of Spite that's totally empty. If you don't want this F&X magazine, I'll take it.
You can have it. I don't want it. What the heck happened to that?
My general rule of thumb is I take magazines anytime I find them, and then I pick up guns from there. So the other way around.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Because the magazines typically only take up 1 to 2 slots at most. I wonder if I can repair my chest holster with. Nope. If you have coats or pants that are ever in bad condition, like so if they're damaged or badly damaged to be specific, you can use sewing kits to actually patch them all the way back up to worn.
Oh, that's cool.
If they're ruined, they're just that, they're ruined. You can't do anything about that. And if they're pristine or worn, that's already as good as they're gonna get. Is that you loading a gun?
Yeah, I forgot I had a magazine for that M4.
Okay. That's fine. Just making sure. If you get on the roof here, it's kind of a really cool place because you can really see for like miles, and it's a fun place to test out guns if you want to do that. Yeah, the big word of caution though, crouch and maybe even lay down, because the game's kind of still buggy since it's an alpha, and sometimes your guy goes in like this cruise control type thing where he literally will just keep on moving even after you let off a W. And I've fallen off this roof twice now. Once
that happened to me.
I glitched through the ledge, and the other time I just cruise controlled straight off.
Yeah, that happened to me. I was in that cargo ship before.
Yeah, I'd fallen off.
There was
that
an
one
M4.
as well.
I went to pick it up and I fell down and died.
This building is also not very good to log out in.
Okay.
I don't like to spend more time here than I have to because there's 2 locked rooms, or no, just the one actually, on the middle floor here.
Yeah.
That room is locked. It's all boarded up, and you can glitch inside of that room and be locked indefinitely.
Oh. That's a bad idea.
You can glitch your way out. I'm not going to go into that right now because it's kind of involved, but it's not fun. Depending on how many buildings you're going in and how OCD you are, you can shut doors. Since we're only going to go in a couple buildings, I'm going to go ahead and shut the doors. Just in case somebody's following us. This building's not the best in the world, but it's so quick to go through, it's worth it. And I have found some decent stuff in here. I've actually found guns in here before. Cooking pot, I don't think that does anything yet. Chris, are you energized and hydrated?
Yep. I'm good.
There's an apple over here, that's the only reason I was asking. Apples are nice, because you don't have to have anything special. Excuse me.
Oh, zombie.
You want to get him?
I don't know where he is. He was like glitched through the floor.
The easiest way to assess those guys is just to come on outside. Sometimes they get stuck, because these are kind of like...
another one. There's another one behind in the wood, that field over there.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him. There doesn't seem like there's anybody around us, so... I'm gonna take the shot while I can.
Oh crap.
You bleeding?
My bad. Yeah, I'll be alright. I have a bandage.
Okay. If you stay crouched, the zombies are much less likely to hear you.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yes. That's the cool thing about this game is like it's like 80% common sense. So if you can just use a little bit of common sense, you'll be a baller at this game. And then you'll pick up that last 20% as you go. You want me to see me shoot this guy in the head?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. There's another one behind you, by the way. So
Really? Oh, I see him. I'm
watch.
gonna get him.
Gotta check your angles. I'll get him first.
It's rough to check your angles on this computer.
Headshot.
Time do we got?
Headshot. Roadhouse.
I might actually have to get off here soon.
Gross.
God. You can tell I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Use
There's
this.
a
Look
zombie
at
going
this.
up the road.
Check your
Oh,
privilege.
there's another zombie.
Look, keep an eye out behind us. See, everybody talks shit about this gun, but when you get a 30-round magazine for it, it's pretty fucking nice. The other guns in the game are much, much louder, too. Like, we only got charged by 3 or 4 zombies there. If I shot off a Mosin or an SKS, we would have a full-blown 20-zombie shitstorm on our hands.
Really?
Yep. I actually took a video of it. I was playing with my other buddies, and he shot it in this field right over to our left here. And
Yeah.
I had to fend off zombies for at least 10 minutes.
That's funny.
It's kind of fun, but if that's not what you're going for, it can be not so fun.
Yeah.
Alright, so I came out of this building. That's why the door's open. This is actually where I spawned.
Oh, okay.
So don't be alarmed there. There's a Mosin on that piano, that bloody piano.
Yeah.
That's arguably the best gun in the game because it's got the nicest, most high-powered scopes available for it. It's also got the most powerful ammo, the 762 by 51.
There's 762 by 39s over here on this shelf.
That's for the SKS. That's the second most powerful ammo in the game.
Alright.
Hoffman really likes the SKS. I liked it pretty well there for a while too, but I kind of go big or go home. Either go bolt action with the Mosin, or I like to go full auto with the M4.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to, you can pick this up and you can keep it in your hands. That's cool. We kind of refer to that as juggling.
Gotcha.
Because you know it kind of stinks because if you drop it on accident, you might not remember it indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, I guess what my general rule of thumb with juggling guns is if you're gonna do it, just make sure the gun you don't care about is the one that's in your hands. It's like right now, if I lost the Sporter 22, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. As long as I get to keep my nice M4 I have on my back. I've got a nice 40-round clip for it, or magazine, excuse me. Don't call it a clip. Everybody on Reddit will call you an asshole. Bunch of neckbeards. Oh, dude, my ammo's ruined. Shit. I got a whole stack of 60 fucking bullets that are ruined. That sucks.
What happened to my axe?
I wonder how many more of my bullets are ruined or items. That sucks. Apparently just that one set.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm just trying to manage my inventory for a minute.
It's alright. I'm just exploring around the building.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh boy. Computer's getting hot.
Taste the rage.
Starting to reach my limit of game time here.
You have like a cooling thing under it by chance?
I did, but it the cord started ripping out and it got caught in the fan and ripped the fan blades off.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I just have this really basic one called the lap desk. It's literally just like a plastic sheet. It's kind of kind of got this philosophy of your laptop has a fan. The only thing you need to do is just not suffocate it with your leg. Seems to work pretty well, actually. I was kind of skeptical at first, but
It works as long as your laptop doesn't have retarded cooling.
yeah, exactly. So that's basically the tour of Krasnostav. I mean, there's plenty of other buildings here. Maybe some more of them are worth checking out. That's kind of another question in and of itself.
Yeah.
If anybody here on YouTube has some other spots in town that we missed, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna make our final stop in the office. The UK version, of course, not the American. No. Ricky
Cool.
Gervais.
Get up on that roof.
Yeah, this is a cool building. It's got all the doors in this building. If the doors are already open, you can go in. If the doors are closed, you can't. You can't.
Oh, that's nice.
So you know exactly which rooms to go in. The only bad thing is you really can't tell as easily if someone's been in here. Because, the doors are just open by default, so that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, coat. Must not be able to pick it up.
A nice Pepsi in here. Oh, mango.
Is it good?
I tend to think that fresh fruit's always a good thing to eat in this game, or in real life for that matter. So I see fresh fruit and I'm like, yeah.
Portable gas stove.
Yeah, supposedly you're supposed to be able to hunt and cook things soon. It's not in the game yet, but
So
if you have a tiny one and you have some inventory space, I would take it. That's just me.
I have inventory space. It's not exactly huge.
It's kind of one of those things where
Handcuffs.
you can always
yes.
drop it later,
Yeah, need the handcuffs. That's important.
Yeah, if you found some handcuffs, by all means, we might be able to have some fun here later. Double entendre there. Inadvertently.
I'm gonna have to get off here in a minute when we're done with this building. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have to log out of the game.
Well, basically, that airstrip you were talking about, Chris, is
Yeah.
just southeast of this. Is it? No, I'm sorry. It's just northeast.
Yeah, I don't know, I just followed the road.
Yeah, there's a little road that takes you. Do you have a compass, by the way?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Found it in the airstrip.
There you go. Yeah, the town and the airstrip have kind of different shit that you would usually find, so I like to loot both.
Oh, sweet. There's an FNX 45 over here.
That's the best pistol in the game, in my opinion.
Did you take those bullets?
I have a magazine for it, yeah. Do you want it? I already have one.
Where'd
So
that gun go? Oh, it's in my inventory.
If you want it,
I'll
you can have a magazine for it.
Yeah, because it's
It's worthless. Anything that requires a magazine is basically worthless without it.
yeah.
Because otherwise you get chamber bullets one by one, which is painful. Now some guns, especially like the Russian rifles, for example, will let you actually insert 5 to 10 rounds.
Oh, that's cool.
Just because that's how they're designed in real life as well. On those, and you can put 5 rounds in. The SKS, you can put 10 rounds in. You see any zombies? If you want to, we can take some pod shots.
I was just looking for them. I don't see anything.
So that's what I like to do. A lot of people get on this game and they like to play really aggressively and just hunt players kind of arbitrarily.
Yeah.
What I like to do is post up on a rooftop and shoot zombies and make YouTube videos of guns I find. Because
not bad.
People like me, I like to go look for YouTube people who have has anybody gotten this gun yet? This brand new gun, like the Sporter's kind of still new.
Yeah.
It's just like, is it even worth picking up? Somebody want to tell me, because I'm not gonna go out of my way to find one if they're worthless.
Yeah.
And I would say the Sporter is actually really a pretty cool gun if you have a magazine for it. It is kind of a piece of shit with that one though. But if you want to, did you see any zombies? I hear one. I just don't know where he's at.
Yeah, I hear him. I have no idea where they're at. I think they might be over here somewhere.
I was gonna say, if you want to, I'll give you a quick demonstration. Oh, here we go. See, this thing will shoot pretty quick. It'll shoot as fast as you pull the trigger, man.
That's cool.
Just like real life again. That's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Only thing, there is one other guy in this game though, so we have to be somewhat cautious. He's not within earshot of our gunfire, but that's just it though. He would have already heard us. He would have heard these zombies already though.
Yeah.
Because zombies kind of make these passive noises, like, you know, just, hey, I'm nearby type noises, and then they make these noises, which they are now, which is kind of like they're aggressive. Yeah. I found you now. I have you now. Darth Vader noises. If you want to, you can. The zombies are supposed to be able to climb the stairs. They're kind of glitchy
but they're not
though.
Able to right now.
They can sometimes. They usually fuck it up though. Like I've seen them make it up these first set of stairs once. So I usually just kind of slowly go down the stairs and just shoot like rapid fire like crazy. If you want to watch, it's pretty funny. At least in my opinion. I'm gonna hip fire these motherfuckers. So there's another one. He's probably stuck in the middle of the wall. So anytime they get these half-height stairs, they always end up like walking through like with the concrete at their knees, kind of. There's one, at least one more somewhere around here. Just I don't know exactly where. Here he is. Come check this out. He's stuck. Can you see him?
Yeah, I see him.
No, you don't. See, this gun's a lot of fun. Like I said, if you go for the headshots, it's a one-hitter and a quitter, just like it should be. Yeah, and you should be shooting for the head anyway. So the sporter actually kind of rewards you because the ammo is really fine, easy to find, just like real life. It takes up less inventory space because it's so small. And if you shoot for the head, you get rewarded like you should anyway. Oh, now we're getting shitstorm. Taste the rage. When you log out, Chris.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, where's a good idea to log out at?
You want to log out somewhere that's safe but not popular.
Alright.
So an example of that would be somewhere in like the second or third story of this building would be a good place.
Of like the office building?
Yeah. Right. The office building is good because it's not very glitchy. Just don't get too close to an edge that you might like glitch your way off of. Yeah. But if you just hang out in like one of the office, the actual rooms in the office, whenever you disconnect, whether that's intentional or unintentional, the game will actually keep you. You'll sit still as a sitting duck for 30 seconds. It's kind of their way. That's their way of handling people who just like quit in the middle of a gunfight.
Shot at or something.
Yep. Right. They call that Bambiing, I guess.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and log off because I'm fucking. I can't. My FPS is like 0. So. No,
this is a good time. The zombies have seemed to have subsided for about a full minute now. Right. So if we haven't seen a zombie in a minute, that's a good sign that we're good. You're in a good, relatively safe place. I thought the air traffic control tower was a really good place to log out. That's where I got shot, though. And now that I'm thinking back at it, you know, hindsight 2020 kind of thing. It totally makes sense that was a dumb place to hide because that's where people snipe from. You know, people hang out there because it's the best vantage point of the whole airfield. I've done it myself. I should know that. So why I think it would, you know, log in right in the best spot of the best airfield was a good idea is just beyond me. I mean, Huffman did the same thing. He was on that sniper spot in that rock quarry above Con Haven. Yeah. And he logged in and he thought. He walked next to this guy, and he thought it was me. He's like, "You see anybody down there, Josh?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not even in the game yet." And this guy walks over to him and shoots him in the head. He's like, "I don't remember you having a purple backpack, Josh. When did you get that?"
That's funny.
I was like, "I'm not even in the game yet, dude." He was so pissed. He had the high-power rifle and everything. Or the scope, I mean.
Now, if somebody kills you, do they get, like, can they loot your stuff?
As long as they don't ruin it. Like, for example, if they shot you in the chest, it might go through and hit everything in your jacket or maybe even your backpack. And if it does that, it'll ruin your backpack, it'll ruin your coat, and it may very well ruin the things inside of it.
Gotcha.
But if they shoot you in the head, then they're probably gonna get your shit. Or if they decide to handcuff you, you know, they could just steal your shit. Or if they shot you in the leg and just let you bleed out, they could steal everything else.
That's fine.
You could just simply trade. You know, that would probably be the smart way of doing it, because then nothing gets ruined. But most people in this game are just either too OCD to consider that option, or too mentally feeble to consider that option. He's like, oh, my only option is just kill, kill, kill. You know, I don't want to say paint with a broad brush, but a lot of people playing this game are like either 12 years old, either literally or mentally.
Yeah.
And they haven't considered all these other options, you know, like, hey, if I trade with somebody, I might not ruin the shit I want.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I mean, most people gear up with all this military stuff, and they're like way too aggressive, and it's just like, you really don't even want to roll the dice with them half the time.
Yeah, you just stay away, or you just kill them when you see them.
And that's why I dress the way I do, you know. People who are actually evaluating my my aggression aren't going to find me aggressive.
Yeah.
Whereas the 12-year-olds are going to shoot me no matter what. So I have a gun for those assholes, and I have friendly clothes for the rest. It's kind of my philosophy. And
I'm pretty sure my look just screams, I have no idea what I'm doing. Please come kill me.
I mean, for people who hunt for sport, yeah, that's absolutely what it says. But for people who are, you know, nice, and me and Huffman, we see people like you, we're actually usually pretty nice to them and say, hey, do you want food? You know, we've all been there, kind of thing. So it's kind of neat. The whole game is really just whatever you want it to be. And if you want to dick around and make YouTube videos, cool. If you want to, you know, I've seen a couple servers where like they literally call themselves the pants police, and they'll make sure you aren't wearing, you know, certain pants, or they'll shoot you on sight.
It's funny. Do you run into people often, or I mean, is it?
It's crazy, man. I'll get on the server I went on earlier that got killed as I logged in. Only had 4 people in it.
Really?
And I got killed before I could even walk.
Wow.
I've ran into somebody in that same airfield when he was the only other player on the server. But that airfield as well as this town are both brand new. Like they just added them in.
Yeah.
So I think between the fact that they have a lot of loot and they also kind of have a new cool factor to them, you'll run in. It's totally like, you know, if you go to a popular place, you're gonna find people.
Yeah.
And this place is very popular because it's fairly easy to navigate to, because you can basically just follow the ocean to the northeast and then take a dirt trail and you're here.
Yeah.
Whereas the other 3/4 of the map is not so easy to find.
Yeah.
So the fact that there's a nice town with a nice airstrip that's easy to get to, it's kind of a recipe for disaster if you're looking to stay away from people. The only other place that's worse than this is a town towards the very south of the map called Electro. Because it was like the original Krasnostav. It's got 2 firehouses. They have a lot of, you know, firemen's equipment, you know, so you're talking fire axes, guns, shit like that.
Yeah.
You find a lot of carrying cases, which give you more inventory space.
Oh, that's cool.
And ammo crates, which are basically the same thing, but exclusively for ammo. Yeah, Electro's considered a war zone, like unofficially, because people just go there to start shit, because they know the people who are bandits, which are basically people who shoot just for sport. Bandits hang out there because they're looking to kill anything and anyone. And noobs go there to loot up, and you know, even people who aren't noobs go there to loot up, just because there's if you want loot, Electro's a good place. Or I should say it was a good place until the bandits got there, and now I think it's the shittiest place ever to loot, because you're probably gonna get fucking killed if you go there. So,
makes sense.
So Krasnostav kind of turned into the new Electro, but it certainly seems like it's definitely turning into the new Electro in more ways than one.
Yeah.
So,
right,
but yeah,
cool.
that's kind of I would say DayZ and most of its gameplay and philosophy in a nutshell. Now you know where the best town's at. As long as you log into a regular server, you'll log in exactly where you were.
Alright.
If you get on a hardcore
so you
server,
got a different one if you're hardcore.
Yep, you have a totally different player with different loadout. They're unrelated characters. The only thing that has anything to do with each other is it's the same Steam account.
Gotcha.
I've heard that if you get on one of the development servers, like where they actually test shit out, that you can have weird, like you'll have like a 3rd or 4th character that are specific to those servers, but I typically don't join those servers.
Alright.
But yeah,
Well, I'll definitely... I won't play a whole lot, but if I get a new computer here, and sometime soon, I'll definitely start playing with you guys.
it'd be
Checking
cool,
it
man.
out, doing some stuff. So, thanks for at least showing me around, because I was decently clueless.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad I could do that, and now I can put this on YouTube, and we can share it with the rest of our friends, and
Oh boy.
you know, everybody else on the internet that has friends that are skeptical can show it to their friends. You know, save
It's a
everybody
good
some
time.
fucking time. So,
Alright, dude.
alright, thanks for joining me. DayZ Wales signing off. Super Beef signing off. You stay classy, YouTube.